The story of the first satellite. In the vast silence above our planet, where the blue of Earth fades into endless black, humanity once crossed an invisible line. That moment came in the year 1957, when for the first time in history, a human-made object escaped the pull of Earth, not to leave it forever, but to circle it. Before satellites, the sky was a mystery we could only observe from below. We watched the stars, tracked the moon, and wondered what lay beyond. But the dream of placing an object in orbit had lived in the minds of scientists for decades, inspired by physics, imagination, and even science fiction. On October 4, 1957, the Soviet Union launched a small, metal sphere into space. It was called Sputnik 1, a simple name meaning traveler or companion. The satellite was only about the size of a beach ball, weighing 83 kilograms, with 4 thin antennas stretching from its surface like whiskers. Sputnik 1 wasn't beautiful in a traditional sense. It carried no camera, no computer, and no moving parts. But it carried something far more powerful, a signal. As it orbited Earth every 96 minutes, Sputnik sent out a steady radio beep, beep, beep. That sound was heard by radio operators across the world. It was proof that something made by humans was flying above them, visible in the night sky as a tiny moving star. The reaction was immediate and intense. To some, Sputnik was a miracle of science. To others, it was terrifying. If a satellite could orbit Earth, then rockets could travel farther than anyone had imagined. This single launch ignited what became known as the space race, pushing nations to invest in science, education, and space exploration. Scientifically, Sputnik was small, but mighty. It helped scientists study the density of Earth's upper atmosphere and prove that radio signals could travel through space. More importantly, it showed that space was no longer unreachable. Sputnik stayed in orbit for 3 months, burning up in Earth's atmosphere in January 1958. But its legacy never burned away. That tiny satellite changed everything. It led to weather satellites that warn us of storms, communication satellites that connect continents, navigation satellites that guide planes, ships, and smartphones, and eventually, satellites that helped humans land on the moon. From one metal sphere came a new age, an age where Earth was no longer just a place we lived on, but a planet we could observe from above. And every satellite launched since then, whether for science, communication, or exploration, owes its existence to that first quiet traveler in the sky. Sputnik 1 didn't just orbit Earth. It changed humanity's direction forever.